watch this epic video. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the internet, welcome to Voices of Agora. This is a Paragon podcast. If you're listening to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, thank you guys so much. If you're watching us live on stream, thank you guys as well. I am Another Notch. I'm not alone. Joining me today, as always, is that sexy looking dude. He's actually right next to me, over here. Shane Lynch. Mr. Lynch, how are you, my friend?
Good.
That's just
very good.
Very good. So good? Are you so good?
We will discuss why we're good throughout the contents of this episode 15.
Episode 15. We've done 15 of these bad boys. They've been a little bit inconsistent the past couple of weeks because of the just absolute sheer insanity of everything we've been doing with tournaments and just all of it. We've been doing all of the things. But it's been a lot of fun. Those of you guys that are so passionate and continue to email me, hey, it's Monday. Where the heck is my podcast? Yeah. We're going to get back on track.
Constantly asking.
Yeah. Yep. We're going to get back on track, guys. We're starting to get some stuff starting to get settled down. I say that and probably more stuff is going to happen. But Shane, your volume seems a little lower than mine.
You know me.
I know.
You got to hear how loud I am for 3 days.
So loud. So 3 days. What did we do, Shane? Where?
Well, man.
Where were we?
We flew to Cary, North Carolina.
We did?
A place of former residency for myself, which is pretty cool getting to go back there under much different circumstances. And we hung out at Epic and got to meet all the community members that were there, which there were like 30, 40 something of.
Yep.
We got to meet not the entire dev team, but a huge majority of them. Yep. We got to spend a lot of time with the community team. Zeke, Mooney, Ed, Shaq, Misty, KL, who are all just like really awesome. Like outside of that office building, we'd all be like really good friends.
Absolutely. All fantastic.
Like just great people, man. Like just great people. We
Chris,
had
Chris
the
Atlas.
first night and Chris. I almost forgot about Chris. I apologize, Chris. He's gonna get all mad because I left him out. Chris has a thing for pirates.
He does have a thing for pirates.
I learned that Chris has a thing for pirates.
He also has a thing for
These guys didn't know that. Now it's out there. Chris, sorry about giving your secrets away.
I got to hug Jay Giggles. We got to hug Equinox.
We got to both hug the QA team member.
Hashtag Classic J and Sundown. Sundown was there. He is a sexy man with that
He's
man.
got the man bun?
He's got that man bun. Oh God.
Ripped torso? Like, oh man.
I'm not gay, but if I was.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
The girls, if you're looking for a place to work at, it's epic. There's some good-looking dudes there.
And girls. I don't know what all of our listeners are into. But it was absolutely incredible trip. So they flew us out. Epic said, hey, we want you guys to come out for this big open beta launch event. And Shane and I both said, yeah. And then we found out what we were going to be doing. And so Shane and I, those of you who watch our streams, you listen to the podcast, and you watch our tournaments, you know that Shane and I cast, for the most part, the big Paragon events, Paragon Masters, and Agora's Rising. And Epic said, we want you guys to come out, and we're gonna have 6 events, 6 custom matches, and we want you and Shane to cast them for us. So we got to sit on the casting couch, the literal casting couch,
yes,
all day long, and cast events.
So
we got to cast all of the events for most of the day. We saw some really fun matches. The dev team played. We got Comp QA versus Comp QA. We had a competitive. We had a content creators.
Content creator.
Yeah, it was so
The NA versus EU.
NA versus EU, which I would just like to say, I literally could have not played any better.
You played well.
You know, that is such bull crap that you're saying that right now. I landed 3 to 4 person ultimates every single time. I stole the Prime Guardian.
That was a sick play, dude. That was a really sick play.
I could have done nothing different. I just had little follow-up. I'm used to Shane, who's like hyper aggro Fang Meow, and then all of a sudden he turned into like meh. Like
I was
meh
so
Meow.
tired, man. Like I was just mentally exhausted. And like I had this weird inverse of how I normally play. You're right. Thank God it wasn't my normal play. Else,
so during the event, I love the way they worded this. But during the event all day, which we'll talk about the Twitch API integration here in just a minute. But they were holding votes. So all day long you could get stuff. And game number 6 was NA versus EU, Shane and I, and you could either win 10 days of experience boosts or 10 days of reputation boosts. If you voted for me, it was reputation. If you voted for Shane, it was experience.
That's why so many people.
It was an overwhelming amount of people voted for Shane.
It was something like 70. It was in the 70-something%.
72% voted for Shane. This is like the super passive aggressive thing that Epic did. 75% voted for Shane to respawn more. Like, I don't know what that means. Why didn't you just say die more?
That was their passive aggressive way of saying die.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. And we had no clue, by the way. We had zero clue that was happening.
No, we had no idea.
They didn't tell us anything about it.
No.
And we didn't know about it until after the game. Like, even though, yes, like I was playing passive and stuff, I had no idea that was the case.
Not at all.
None whatsoever.
Not at all. I was going in there, man. I was winning this thing.
You were in there.
I'm going to blame Selwonk is who I'm going to blame for this.
I agree. He was our coach.
He was our coach, but this is why I'm going to blame Selwonk. So I didn't realize
you
this.
You were channeling him, and that's why you were
That's why I died so much. He was talking in my ear, and he was going, dive, dive, dive. And I was like, you got it, boss. And then just got Shrek'd. But so... A-Ray, who's from EU, one of the competitive teams in EU, actually built the decks for all 5 of his teammates. Or all 5 of the people.
Literally 30 seconds to do a deck.
All 5 of his team, he built everybody like these super competitive decks. And Selwonk just decided to not help at all. So he was literally the worst coach I've ever had. Ever. I'm just kidding, Selwonk, I love you. You were amazing. There was really nothing else we could have done. We didn't have the follow-up. It was a lot of fun. But during this event, the one thing that they kind of unveiled, they told us about it a little bit before, and then they kind of rolled it out, was the Twitch API integration. And so the Twitch API integration means if you're watching right now, you guys can head over to Epic, and you can link your Twitch account with your Epic Games ID, and you'll become eligible to win rewards. These are reputation, card packs, boosts, and cosmetic skins, and more eventually. So the big one that they're giving away right now is the Gilded Scarab Grux.
Sick.
And the Golden Scarab Grux.
The one with the
black and gold. Boom. Yeah. And then the Gilded one is like this fresh metal, like hammered out. Oh, it's so good. So good. But they're giving those out to community members or in streams. It's random. It just kind of happens if you're watching streams. Then you have the chance of possibly getting them. I know some people were confused at Epic, thinking that you just get them. That's not the case. You'd get a little message.
Put you into a pool.
It'd put you into a pool, and then certain players would get selected and win.
Yes.
And then you would get a message.
Really, it's going to be like a very. It's from what if I'm saying this correctly, I don't think many people are going to get it. I don't know. They honestly didn't tell us. The
Grux skin is I asked. The Grux skin is rare. If you see somebody in game, it is very rare.
Okay.
But a lot of people are like, well, how do I get anything? Well, unfortunately, there's no little knock-up. There's no little notification when you log into the game that there's no notification in game that you've won something. It happens in Twitch chat. They are going to change that. There is the link, guys. If you want to link it, we linked it in chat. I'll also, when I put this up in podcast format, I'll provide a link in the description. But there's no notification currently in game that lets you know you've won something. It's just in Twitch chat. So my wife, for example, who watched the stream all day on Monday or Tuesday, I got home and she's like, I got something from the Paragon bot, but I have no idea what it is. She got 75,000 reputation. Just added to her account. They just said, boom, here's 75k rep. Which is
sick.
Pretty awesome. So eventually they will be doing more. They're going to be adding to it. They're going to be expanding to it. I don't know what streams have it. I know some of them. I know myself and Shane have it. I know there's a couple of people who are at the community event that also have the ability for you to win there as well. I don't know how often those giveaways will happen. We're not going to see it as much as we saw the Paragon bot dropping codes left, right, and center.
Yeah.
But it is something we will see, which I think is super rad. Super, super rad.
Yeah.
Mr. Fallen Angel, to answer your question, she only had 5,000 rep initially, and when I logged into her account, she had 80,000 rep. So that's how I know she got it.
Because you gave it to her. Because you hacked the computers.
Because I hacked every single one of them.
Yeah.
So Twitch API integration.
Did you see how he kept snapping in those games?
Twitch API integration is pretty amazing. As a streamer and as somebody who is all about community, the fact that Epic is doing this and Epic is like, hey, we want to continue to support our Twitch streamers and also our community and give them, just for hanging out on Twitch, give them free stuff. That's insane. That is insane. So that's all stuff. It benefits streamers, but it also benefits the viewers because you guys have a chance just for hanging out to get free things, whether it's rep, coins, whatever it may be. That's you can just get that. It's you're just selected and it's yours. So that's really cool. So I'm personally going to say thank you, Epic. Thank you.
It was amazing, man. The whole thing.
Yes.
The whole thing. Words. I can't bring words to even remotely justify how incredible it was. Yeah.
It was an event I'll never forget. We'll talk about it here in a little bit, a little bit more. Also, this week they're doing another Twitch head-to-head event. So similar to what we saw with the Murdoch versus Sparrow.
Epic rare epic cards.
This is an epic card. It's the
first.
Purple,
soon we're gonna have legendaries.
This is the first epic
the
card.
Hand of Sulfuris, maybe? Sulfuris, rather?
Stop it. So up first is the Stab Link. It gives you 1.4 health regen, but it also has an active ability. You consume 20% of your base health to teleport forward. You cannot use it if you're critically wounded because then you would die. And if damage is taken by an enemy hero, the card cannot be used for 5 seconds. So this is a Blink Charm with health regen that also takes a little bit of health from you.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying it's a worse Blink Charm, but...
Well, the trade-off is it's a 15-second cooldown, but man, you gotta I don't know.
You gotta know you're securing that.
20% of your health.
Yeah.
If it was maybe like 10% or something, but 20%?
That's no joke.
That's pretty brutal.
That's no joke. No joke. The other one, and the one I am for, is the Emperor Mask. It's a stats, not available, but it's a toggle. It's the first time we've ever had anything like this in game. It's
not applicable.
It increases damage. It increases resistance, and it increases mana regen, and it grants 3 points of each stat. So... it's only a 4-point card. I feel like this is a good early game card, maybe. It's something we have to see. It's winning right now. It's absolutely annihilating. I don't think anybody is playing for the epic rare link.
It's right now it's 28,000 hours to 3,000 hours.
Yeah.
So that's even more substantial than the Murdoch versus Sparrow one. Wasn't there like There was like a day or two where Murdoch was like doubling Sparrow, but this is
this is absurd.
octupling them
Yeah.
more than 8 times.
I love it.
So yeah, almost 10 times.
I love it. And then the next one, and the big one, and the one that I am so excited about, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
is Narbash.
When I got to play him when I went out for Greystone, I was
played him
like,
that long ago.
holy shit, this is going to be such a fun hero, man. Such a fun hero.
Yeah. So he is a support. He is the first support to come to the first true support to come to the game. Some people say Phase is support. I say she's a caster.
He's caster support.
This is a support hero. I will 100% a support hero.
Yeah.
Narbash is a support caster. Physical damage. He does physical damage, and his affinities are order and growth. He specializes in crowd control and buffing his team as he charges into the fight.
Yes.
His Thunk ability allows him to lock down a singular target with a stun. His March ability provides him with a movement speed aura, which can be devastating when combined with health regeneration aura provided by his Song of My People ability. And Narbash's ultimate causes a ruckus, crash, bang, boom, slowing enemies in an AoE, and then finishing his performance with a knock-up. He's got a pretty badass kit.
Yeah.
Like, when I read this, when I sit here and I read this, I got to play it. And I'm going to rub that into everybody's faces. I got to play it, Shane got to play it, and 30 other people got to play it. And I have to say, he's a lot of fun.
He's a lot of fun.
He's a lot of fun.
His animations with all his kit.
Oh, God, his animations. The
animations, the audio that go along with his kit.
Emote, which we're not going to spoil until you guys see it in game, but the emote that he has when you unlock him at level 8.
Bro. It's kind of been spoiled already, but I won't say where.
Yeah, well, we're not going to just... I'm not going to act it out.
We won't tell you what it is. Yeah.
And I have to take like 7 to 25 minutes to talk about that frickin' trailer.
Oh my God,
dude.
Remember when we saw it?
When we took our pictures?
We were doing the media pictures, and I guess right in that room there, they're doing is like part of the video production team or whatever. I don't know what their labels are.
Right.
And KL was like, "Hey, you guys want let's show you something." It was this very small cubicle, like very very small office. We barely fit in there.
Yeah.
And
they squeezed us in. They squeezed us in.
And then he just hits the play button, and I'm like, like
Paragon, the drums of war.
Okay, that was barely. I could barely hear you when you did that.
Through the ages.
If you could just maybe put the mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
All I know is that the Ken Burns style introduction of that video, and then all of a sudden they cut to Narbash, and he's like, "Ba-da-da-da!" You're like, "Yeah!" And the I want those like abilities. I want to make videos where when I throw something, I can attach it to it and it comes at you. Like when he knocks the camera over. Oh, team, hello.
That's my favorite part.
When
the camera gets
knocked over. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so
good.
They
keep stepping it up like in such a big way every single time.
They really do.
These videos. Like go back and look at the let's see, who was the very first Severog? Severog was the first hero that was released after Early Access came out, right?
Yep. Severog was that hero.
And look at his video compared to
this one. Yeah. And his animations, guys, his in-game animations when you actually see him up close and you're playing him. Like the video shows you, but I can't wait.
Can we talk about that since we spoke about it briefly, that picture, that media picture of you? That is the most intense look. When I saw you, like we were right by each other. We were taking the pictures and he's like, you were like, "I'll do one where I'm smiling." I don't know why I turned you into some. Like,
I'm gonna do one
guy.
while I'm smiling. The next one.
I don't know why I turned you
hey.
That was well done. Nailed it.
And
you're gonna be like, and then I'm gonna do one like a smolder look. And you just went like you did the like my thing where I was like he's got a big smile and then he just went like.
For those of you who are wondering what he's
from that big smile to that look, I was like, oh my God, he's about to fight me. Dude, you were like getting ready to go fisticuffs with someone, dude. That's such an intense look. It looks so good. You look so good in that picture.
So my wife will disagree with you. So if anybody's wondering what he's talking about, the profile picture for my Twitter page is actually what he's talking about. They played this on the broadcast. This was my like, I'm gonna destroy NA.
Yeah. Yeah.
The king's gonna die kind of thing. Like I was ready to just rock hard.
Oh, here's a link right here. Oh yeah, it's your Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just click on my Twitter and click on that picture. That's the one.
Dude, you're just about to fight a nerd.
I was about to mess a nerd up. Like, come touch my Oreos. I dare you. I dare you. So delicious. Ugh. So, like we said earlier,
you can talk about that in the after show.
we'll talk about it in the after show. So, like we said earlier, you know, we had the chance to go out to Epic and we got to see some amazing things. We got to talk to developers. So the one thing that always blows my mind when we have a chance to do stuff like this
Airplane rides.
is the airplane rides. It definitely blew someone's mind. Is the ability to sit down and talk to the devs in a way that we've never experienced before.
A very candid way. A very like
Yes.
just casual conversation. You
They
could say like sitting down at a restaurant.
You could say that. They answer all of your questions. They don't tell you, oh, well, just wait and see. They don't tell you anything. They tell you everything. There's no like, well, you guys will just have to wait and see. There's none of that. You ask them a question and they're going to give you an answer. Whether it's the answer you want to hear or the answer you like, it's their answer for the question when it comes to the game. Some people may disagree with their answers, but they're very honest. They are very like, this is why we have done some of these things. This is why we continue to do what we're doing. And they show you everything. They're not shy to show you, Shane, the hero skins we saw. You all know they're working on hero skins. They showed us one skin.
Oh.
And then they turned and they told me that it was a tier 2 skin.
Yeah.
And I looked at
Shane. It was funny, even KL was like surprised by that. But
yeah. They were like, this is a tier 2 skin. And I looked at Shane like, what are you talking about? This is a tier 2 skin. There is no way. The amount of work they put into some of the new skins coming out, the new heroes. We got to play 4 of them. Teaser, hello, the next 4 heroes.
Which unfortunately, the one I'm most excited about
Hasn't come out for a while.
Furthest away, but
yeah, she's the farthest away from when we're going. We have so Narbash is the last male for the 5 of 9. Yeah, and
he is male, right? We don't know because he's not human.
I'm gonna say he's male, unless that's just one sexy woman right there.
We were
with
told
that
a
mullet.
specific chunk of a very small detail of lore about him that I don't think we can share yet.
We can't.
will
No.
release them.
So they did tell us the confirmed female assassin, last hero coming. I said she, and you got confirmed female assassin is the last hero coming. I am so confused on how you got that out of the word she. That's like Shane saying potato, and you come up with an entire story on the curl in his hair right now. Get out of here with those crazy theories.
Wait, that's not even.
That's exactly the point. Like, what? Hello, team? But there are some absolutely amazing heroes coming very, very soon. Narbash will come on Tuesday, and then I'm looking forward to the 3rd hero. I think yours is the 4th.
Yes.
Yours is the 4th.
We shouldn't talk about this because we're gonna slip up.
We're not gonna slip up. There's no slipping up. Just the 3rd hero, guys, I'm excited about. They also showed us a lot of new stuff that we can't talk about. They are so open, and the reason they hold it's crazy to me that they hold these events and they just go, hey, here's the NDA, please don't talk about it. But the information we have is like, if they wanted to sue us, if we let information slip, they could sue us. Like, holy crap.
That's a legally binding document, yeah, man.
They give you so much information. It's so hard not to talk about. But the big thing for us, the big thing for Shane and I, was, of course, casting that launch event. I know, Shane, you've been working on casting for a very long time.
Yes.
So your journey of casting.
When I was like, okay, I'm gonna dedicate myself to this. Dedicate myself to becoming a shoutcaster.
Yeah.
I literally wrote it down, and I still have the piece of paper. I don't have it with me, else I would show you guys. Like certain goals, like a chronological order of goals. Chronological in the sense that they will have in sequential, not chronological, but sequential
Right.
order, because chronological implies I have specific time frames. I knew that certain goals were going to take much longer to obtain than other ones. This one in particular is getting to cast in a studio environment,
Right.
which I did with Greystone, but it was a much more. I had no idea. I literally got there and like, oh hey, by the way, you're casting, so I didn't have much time to prep.
Right.
But this time it was much more. There was much. It was a big event. It was a much larger scale event with open beta. You were there, Mooney, Zeke.
Yeah.
Steve sat down with us for a little bit as well.
Showed off that shell shock skin.
Like that. The production was next level.
Yeah.
And all the production guys were awesome.
Absolutely incredible.
Everyone we met. There was not one person who I met who I was like even anything but like really friendly, like
Right.
really, really nice and outgoing and generous.
Right.
And that it was a huge goal that I'm working for over to just as long as you've been streaming.
Yeah.
Because you and I kind of started down our paths around the same time.
Right.
When you just very first started streaming. So over 2 years, man. Over 2 years. And of course my next one, which I think is a matter of time, if we continue to do what we do and work hard and stuff like that. And of course you guys continue to give us the amazing level of support that you've done thus far with everything, all of our content and projects and so on and so forth, is casting in a studio but with a live audience. So even if it's only like 20 people, you know what I mean? Even if it's like it doesn't have, I'm not looking to cast, I'm not talking international, but just an intimate setting.
Right.
Where, because that's from the people I've spoken to who have been there, because I spoke to a lot of like the big heroes casters about their first time. Everyone remembers their first time.
You never forget it.
Were you there for that discussion?
I was there for that discussion. We won't say who had that discussion.
That was so cool.
It was a good one.
Anyways, when you cast for a crowd and it's like it's the energy and it's just it's an entirely like just next level experience. This whole thing was surreal to me. I think if I had to sum it up in one word, it's surreal. That's what everything was. It was amazing.
It's an event I
said that, but it just bears repeating.
It's an event we'll never forget. So I know some of you guys got to watch it, and if you watched it, there was like 5,000 people in there. But the actual number of unique visitors is mind-boggling, and the fact we got to do this for such a large audience was incredible. I've been on the casting journey for only a few months, and so being a part of this was truly incredible. And the team at Epic is amazing. If you guys are wondering how do I go to Epic, what do I have to do to go to Epic? And the answer is create content and
quality.
Be amazing. It's quality content. They didn't just have, and let me rephrase that, because they didn't just have content creators out there. They had 3 people from the forums out there. They had website designers out there. It wasn't just people making YouTube videos.
Yep.
Spiffy was there. Jamie was there.
Who's the big guy from
Agora.
GG.
They
he's
had
like the head. I don't know. He's a big role. Plays a big role in it.
They had Jay Shreds, who posts on Reddit constantly. Rurik Battleaxe. I mean, they had so many people that didn't even create content, but they've just been an influence in the community. That was amazing. It was amazing. The cosplayers, artists, YouTubers, Twitch streamers, forum posters, like they just picked people who love this game and are putting out quality stuff, whether being awesome in the forums or amazing at the content you put out. They're constantly watching. They are constantly looking. So be positive. That's one thing I will say. If you're negative in the content you are creating and you're negative, I'm going to say it's unlikely you're coming. But they invited competitive players there. I mean, there was just a gambit of people there, and it was a truly amazing experience, and one Shane and I won't forget. So those of you that are from Epic and listening to this, thank you guys so much for the invite back out. It was incredible. Hopefully we get to do it again.
Oh man, like I obviously. Hindsight's 2020, but I wish I still lived in Raleigh so I could just
apply for
just go there and be like, dung dung dung. Hey guys, can I come in and hang out? Like,
hey KL, I'm back. Knock knock. And then Steve, it's just such a cool experience. So if it's something you guys are working for, just know you don't have to have a huge audience. You don't have to be the biggest Twitch streamer. They were inviting Twitch streamers who had 4 to 7 viewers, but they loved what they were doing content-wise in the community they were trying
Passion
to create.
and quality.
Yeah, so it's not about your numbers. It's about your content. It's about your commitment and your quality. So keep if that's something you guys are interested in, just continue to work hard, and who knows, maybe we'll see you guys at the next one. I hope I see you guys at the next one.
Yeah.
But that being said, we are going to talk about a big event we have coming up on the 27th. It is called Agora's Solstice.
Solstice. Yep, I named it.
It's basically
I just had to take credit.
wait,
Sorry,
toot
'cause
toot.
I thought it was clever.
I don't mean to honk my own horn, but beep beep, mother trucker.
I have a story to tell you about that, by the way.
So Agora Solstice is coming on the 27th of August. It's the top 8 teams from Agora's Rising 8. We're going to be doing a one-day event. We're going to broadcast all of the games. It is going to be held on my channel, twitch.tv/anothernotch, on the 27th, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Nope, I'm just kidding. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Production stuff is going to be off the charts because of the man across of us. Oh my God. Shane has been killing it with the stuff he's been making for the production of these events, guys. I want to tell you all of it, but I won't.
We'll keep it if you saw Agora's Open, you saw a very small sneak peek of it.
Some of it, right.
Some of it. By the way, speaking of Agora's Open, I'm not doing it this week because we're just exhausted. My brain is still mush.
Yeah.
In a good way, though. It's going to be weekly, every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's just there's no.
You don't need you just need 5 friends.
You just need 5 friends. Yep. Go in there, and something I'm going to do is which I didn't think of this time, is with the Battlefy. There's like a free agent list that you guys can sign up for. If you don't have a team, you just throw yourself in a free agent pool of people. And what I'm going to do is see if I can do this. I'm pretty sure I can. Is let's say there's a pool of 15 people. I'm going to randomly form 3 teams from that group of 15 people, and they can just get thrown into the bracket.
Oh,
so
damn.
Even if you don't have a team, you can still get like one just thrown together, hop on Discord. You can use like the Reddit Discord, which is open, or our Voices of Agora Discord, whatever. There's many different Discords that you can have access to, and then just do that.
That's awesome.
Stuff like that. So yeah, it's much more laid back. I might have guest casters. I'm sure you'll join me sometime, Notch.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try to get other people joining on casting, like maybe some really high-level players.
Selwonk
and give their
team.
Selwonk would be so BM, and I'd love it.
Selwonk would be such a jerk.
Stuff like that. So I'll make a Reddit post for it. Probably this coming Monday is when I'll be posting. It'll be the post will be Monday for signups and stuff, and the
You got it. Yeah, you okay? We're gonna work through this together.
I totally
as a
just
team.
lost my train of thought, dude.
The post will be on Monday, and the game will be on Friday.
On Friday.
There we go. Ding, 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 mother. Take God.
I'm sorry, my brain is mush.
Take So, Agora Solstice on the 27th. Agora's Open on the 26th. So.
Oh, the match arena. We got to link you guys to the match arena. That's one thing. For Agora Solstice, I got. Let me get. Will you relax now?
I'm sorry.
Okay. I got some cool backer awards. I got coaching stuff. So like I have Involve, who's I think by far the best PS4 player around right now. I have Be Certified, and I have Leo Grande.
Leo Grande.
You can buy 1-hour coaching sessions, and they're backer awards for the prize pool. I'm also in some works to get some other backers that I can't yet talk about because they haven't been officially approved through the Matcherino channels yet.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure you guys go over there. Use the coupon code. The coupon code. My brain is mush. The coupon code Agora Solstice. No space, no S. And you guys can donate a free $1. So let me link that in chat right here. And also, guys, spread this around. The tournament. We really want this to be a big event. We want this to be as big as we can.
Yes.
We're working really hard. I want there to be, the reason I'm doing these backer awards, I'm actually kind of throwing indirectly, I'm throwing my own cash into the pool, is because I want these guys to have something really good to fight over. So that's why I'm getting the backer awards and all these other things.
Yeah, so make sure you do that. You also get a beard hug, the $10 beard hug. Like, what? Look at that glorious beard. I'll even dye my beard a color.
Yes.
But yeah, I am super excited about Super excited about all of these events we have going on. Super excited again. We're happy we're back. We're gonna start making sure these are coming out on a weekly basis for all of you listening.
Are we gonna
again.
be twins each time, by the way?
Bro, we could wear the Paragon shirts each time. Like, I've got a washing machine. How about you?
I have one as well.
Then we can wash our clothes and wear them. We can just schedule the shirt. Oh, look at that poster. Take a... I'm not going to say it. But as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out with us as we live broadcast Voices of Agora. Those of you listening to us in podcast format, make sure you head over to YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. You can find us there. Leave us a review, 5-star, 1-star, whatever it may be. They help us out, and I like to get the feedback. If you guys have any insight, you have any questions, you guys can leave them to us on our Twitter at Voices of Agora, on our Facebook page at Voices of Agora, and you can email us at agorasvoice@gmail.com. Mr. Shane Lynch, where can the wonderful people of the internet find you?
Twitch.tv/ITG Shane Lynch, Twitter.com/ITG Shane Lynch. I have a Facebook account, Shane Lynch. I have an Instagram if you guys want to see like all my selfies.
You don't. You don't.
If you guys want to see all my... Did you see that... Because you and I are friends on Facebook. Did you see that post I made showing off my Paragon jacket and what my mom said?
I didn't.
I'll show you later. It's really funny.
All right, buddy.
That just reminded me. Totally off track. But you guys can go there. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm glad to get back into the grind.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have a little bit of downtime before going adjusting back to the real world because my brain has been mush. But I'm not complaining. I would do that
every day.
I've done this. I would do that every day, 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day. It was amazing.
It was a great experience. Absolutely great experience. As for me, guys, you guys can find me on Twitch on Twitch 6 nights a week. Another Notch. Twitch.tv/Another Notch. You can find me on Twitter at Notch Plays Games. You guys can also find me on YouTube at Another Notch Gaming. And that does it for us, guys. That does it for episode 15 of Voices of Agora. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's watching and listening.
Welcome to Voices of Agora, where we make up our own goddamn words.
Thank you for watching and listening. We truly, truly appreciate it, guys. We will be back next week with another episode breaking down Narbash, the newest hero to enter Agora. Thank you guys so much for being here. We love you. Watch this video, and we'll see you guys in Agora.